hope all is well. Grand rising, grand afternoon, and grand evening. Y'all, one of my favorite readers, he said, I love it. Listen, I just wanted to send gratitude to my soul tribe, to the divine, to my spirit team, to my ancestors, to the people that are coming after me. Ooh, to the indigo starseed crystal children that will follow in my footsteps. Listen, y'all, healing is a journey, and it's a sacred journey. It's a journey that's sacred to human energetic confirmation. It's yours. Take full advantage of it. You come to earth to heal, to evolve, to reach self actualization, or some people call it nirvana. But at the end of the day, it's ultimate peace and bliss. It's a bliss that you can't explain, no matter how many words you put to it. And I understand why most of the ascended masters, they stood alone. They had a lot of quiet time. Because in a world that will pull you left and will pull you right, you have to have balance. You have to be anchored in something. You have to be anchored in source as well as in human form. And that's not an easy art to master, but it can be done. But in modern times, you have to give yourself grace because the world has changed so much. You have so much technology, you have access to so much more information, yet you seek from without instead of within. The key is going within, and sometimes you can't reach the key because you have energetic blocks. You have parts within your being that you have literally blocked off. And you know where I see the most blockages? Heart chakra, solar plexus. Heart chakra, that's breast cancer. That's high blood pressure. Follow me. That's heart disease, right? Then you got the solar plexus. That's your confidence. That's one of the major keys to success. That's your confidence in yourself. That's your self image. That's how you view others, right? A lot of people that have nasty attitudes is because they view themselves as nasty. It's a reflection of them, not you. And you will get to a point where you have overcome narcissistic behavior to where you can understand it when you see it. And you don't fault those people for it because they don't know that they're doing anything wrong. They're trapped in an illusion. Narcissists are trapped in an illusion. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to stay in control. See, what I learned is something happened to a narcissist, whether they tell you or not, and they have to be in control of the narrative because at one part in their life, they lost control of the narrative and it stripped them of their power because they keep acknowledging that situation. You follow where I'm going? Make sure you acknowledge your pain. Don't ask nobody else to do it for you. That's your journey. And there will be friends and families along the way that will try to paint you in an illusion to keep you stuck in a time portal with them where it's okay not to acknowledge your pain and stuff it down. So you have to be careful about the company that you keep. And the more you go on your journey, the more people will part ways with you. It's inevitable. But you have to understand that those people have to part ways so you can energetically have room to receive what you prayed for, what you manifested, what you dreamed about, what you always knew. So when people tell me they're in isolation, I know they're ready to receive. You know what I fear and what's really dangerous? Healers that don't go into isolation. You don't have no, you haven't had a chance to process the lessons from your healing practices. Let me say that again. You haven't had time to process the lessons from your healing practices. Y'all, healers get blessings from the divine just for having the intention to heal other people. And the more open you are to God, the more gifts you activate. And it's so weird because I was just talking to my kids yesterday, and for a long time with my baby, I was like, I don't think English is his first language. Like I don't, because when he has a choice to look at like a YouTube video, he chooses the ones in a foreign language, always first. And so the other day, my oldest said, "Mommy," I said, "What?" Highly intelligent. Like, first of all, he gives me this fucking chemical equation. And it threw me out because I was like, well, we ain't did no chemical equations. We didn't. Well, let me take that back. My child is so far ahead in science that if he didn't do science for the next year, he would be right on schedule. Let me say it again. My child is so far ahead in science that if he don't do no more work on science for the next year, he will fall right in line. But he like a little computer, like his mind just, ooh. Listen, I think if I would have had permission to uh, have control over my educational experience more, I would have been more ahead. Because what he did was, I noticed once I went to homeschooling and I had him attached to certain programs and curriculums, he would go and do the science and the social studies first. That would be the first thing he did. He gonna knock that out of the way. Reading, I'm gonna have to get on to him for reading. But once he get going with reading, oh he in there. And so then I started having him read novels. And I had bought him a Bible. But he's already always grew up in the word. So he kinda like me. He don't know a lot of like scripture. But if you ask him to break a story down, he will because Raymond been doing he been in the word all his life. He was born in the word. 2 weeks old going to the nursery in the word. You know what I'm saying? So he's grounded in that. He's really, really grounded in self. And from a little bitty child, he always been able to ask adults really, really hard questions. And if he don't ask you the question, he just gonna sit there and pray for you. And you really be like, how is this little child? Like, how is he praying like this? Yeah, we would go to Arkansas for gatherings. And they'd be like, Jenny, pray. And Raymond be like, Mommy, I want to pray. I want to pray. That boy get to praying. All the adults' eyes be open during the prayer. Like, what is going on? Okay, love y'all. Mommy time.